Welcome to Eyewitness News.
Oh, hello. Hi. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm sure by now you'd have seen all the headlines and heard the reports that you have taken the beachfront of the Labadi Beach Hotel, making the beach in the name of that hotel useless. What do you say to that claim?
Firstly, I'll say it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate that the Honorable Minister has decided to go in that direction. To put it mildly, it's beyond unfair. He's based all his allegations on complete falsehoods, fabrications, and lies. Never once through this process did anybody contact either me or my brother to ask, casually, what is going on or what our take on the matter is. And he's gone forward, to make it a very public issue in a very negative way. Has politicized an issue where we are not politicians. Whilst my father might be a politician, yes, my brother and I are not. We are legitimate businessmen. I've been in this country doing business for going on 25 years. I started business here in Ghana while Ablakwa was still in I believe either university or just coming into parliament. So to create the impression that we've gone out of our way and we are using our either political connections or our father's political connections is beyond reprehensible and quite unfortunate that you do that.
Okay.
So that is information, my opinion on that.
Okay. Talk to us about the property in front of the Labadi Beach Hotel. What do you know about that? What are the facts? Do you own it? And how did you come to own it if you do?
We are talking about property. It's not a movable asset where we can take it and go somewhere. If it's somebody's land that we, as we stand here, have a legitimate lease, we are amongst maybe 5 or 6 other companies on the beachfront. Anybody who has gone to Labadi Beach in the last 20, 30 years has seen the people that are there. They either have umbrellas, there are a few beer bars, a few drinking spots, a few other commercial ventures, all on the beach. Nobody has come to say that they are stealing the people's land. Nobody has accused any of those ventures of going ahead and doing anything nefarious. Why us? We have had a legitimate lease from the legitimate owners of the land. If anybody goes there today, the portion that they are claiming is for Labadi Pleasure Beach, the hotel, is still there. The beach has the umbrellas, the little rooftop section on the beach. What we did, as if you're saying that we have interest in the land as the Polo Beach Club. Polo Beach Club wasn't started today. We are, I believe, on our 6th or 7th year. It was originally started at the Polo Club at the airport, near the airport, if you know the Polo Club. It was then called the Garden Party. It was run there for 2 years. Why it was there even is that I'm involved in other businesses. If you know Afrochella, now called Afrofuture, I'm a shareholder in Afrochella. I'm a shareholder in BBNZ Live. BBNZ Live was responsible for, if you remember, EL, the musician. When EL was, Artist of the Year, Rapper of the Year, all those things, we have history. I'm the CEO of Daily Guide newspaper. I've been CEO for about 10 years now. Under my tenureship, once it went from just being the Daily Guide, it's now added DGN TV, Guide Radio, all these other assets. So to come and claim publicly that we are using our political clout or muscle is beyond bizarre. I am educated outside, and I've moved to Ghana. All my siblings went to school abroad, moved to Ghana. I've been here almost 25 years, working in this country, contributing. Our group of companies, we employ over 500 Ghanaians. I pay taxes, I pay salaries. Here is Mr. Ablakwa. What is his contribution besides going on and accusing people of all sorts of allegations? The amount we pay in tax in Ghana, our contribution, people that exist and get their monthly stipend from our businesses, it's beyond unfortunate that he's doing that. And based on, I do understand that, it's election season, it's still what we call silly season. And all sorts of politicians will try and rope all sorts of issues together, string all sorts of allegations and hope that when you throw mud in the air, something will stick. And then you'll be able to stand on that and make some other sort of political inference. And then you, in this case, to some degree, he has succeeded in what he's trying to do. He's throwing sand in the eyes of Ghanaians, trying to blind them to the facts on the ground without once making a simple phone call to ask. My office is open almost 24/7. You could have inquired. The documents he put on X, Twitter, now X, refer to an ongoing legal battle that is still ongoing and in court. How do you then come on air and then put court documents in the public domain saying that somebody has been cheated out of business? The gentleman he refers to, Lloyd Devros, and says that is our partner. It's unfortunate he should do that as a Ghanaian. That Ghanaians who are in Ghana working, contributing to this economy, you then create the impression that a foreigner has come and Ghanaians are cheating a foreigner. When the case is the opposite. This gentleman, if you look into his history, should not even be in this country. His immigration status is beyond questionable. When we did business with him, we realized that, like I said, the Polo Club has been running beyond when Lloyd came to join. He came because it was already a successful enterprise. Came and proposed to us that he will join us and he will bring, I believe he does events. He does something minor. Says he will bring furniture, something very minute. We agreed and he came into the fold. But if you check, this gentleman, even if you look at the companies with which he has his immigration status here, they are all frivolous, has no legs to stand on.
Okay.
And then, beyond that, we realized that during our operations on the beach, there were all sorts of illegal activities that were interfering with our processes. We have a lot of young people who come to the beach. Their parents bring them there. They come for Christmas. If you say the Polo Beach Club, for the last 3 years, has been a huge contribution to the Ghana in December. If you talk, there were all these videos circulating in the last few years about how Christmas in Ghana, people don't sleep, they party to 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm sure you saw those. If you refer to any of the videos, they were taken at the Polo Beach Club. Charles the Rapper, Davido, Burna Boy, all these people that used to come to Ghana, Naomi Campbell, big names, have all been to the Polo Club. We pay our just due, we hire Ghanaians, we pay our taxes, we contribute. That beach has been sitting there for how many years? You've been there since we were children. We've all been there. There were nothing but umbrellas and beer bars. For the first time, we brought some sort of development there. We have invested millions of cedis into making that place nice, a bit more homely.
Mr. Blay,
so it is unfortunate.
Okay.
Yes.
So just try and get a few things cleared. When did you first own property on the beach that you call Polo?
If you use the word own, you are already then also following in line with what he is claiming. How can you own it? In what way? It's a lease.
By acquiring. If you acquire, you own, don't you?
No. You see, once again, when you say acquire, you go and you lease. If you go and rent a house, is the house yours?
Yes, for the duration that you are. If it's a 49-year lease, if it's a 99-year lease, at least you are the owner at the time, or isn't it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, the lease.
Please hold on. Let's not get into semantics. Okay. Yeah. The beachfront property that is in your name called Polo. Is it Polo Club? Is that the name?
It's not meant. Okay, let me be clear.
Let me just get a name. What's the name? Is Polo?
The name of the club is called the Polo Club.
Good.
The Polo Beach Club. The Polo Beach Club is owned by an entity.
Which entity is that?
A company. Polo Beach Club is just a trading name.
Okay, so
it's owned by a company called Partenize.
Okay, who owns that company?
Partenize is owned by, I believe, Freddie Blay and some other partners.
Okay, so what's your role? What's your role in this? Do you have shares in this company?
I have zero participation in this.
So who is Freddie Blay? You just mentioned Freddie Blay. Did I get
Freddie Blay is my brother.
Okay.
He's my younger brother.
Good.
Now,
so just hold on a second. So your younger brother is a shareholder or owner of a company that owns Polo Club. Is that correct?
That owns Polo Club. Correct.
Correct. Good.
Polo Beach,
when did the company that your brother owns have possession or take possession of the beach front in Accra, Labadi? When? What date?
It states in that way. You are also fanning the wrong flame. When you say take possession of the beachfront, which aspect of the beachfront? It's a large beachfront.
It doesn't matter, but there's a specific place we're talking about.
We have a very specific aspect of it. But Labadi now today has full access to the beach. Who has denied them that?
Mr. Blay.
You can leave your office now. No, hold on. So if you say that the Polo Beach aspect of where we have our lease that we have rented,
yes,
and we've been running our operations on, it's been the last 5 years or so that we've been at the beach.
Who did you rent it from?
From the traditional council.
So
and the
are you renting or leasing?
Lease. It's a lease.
You use the word rent. So I wanted to be sure which one we are working with now. Rent or lease?
Sorry. We've leased the property, and then obviously as you have the lease.
For how many years have you leased it for?
I mean, I'll have to get. I'm not a shareholder of the company.
But, but your brother is, and you are speaking for him.
No. I have been dragged into this issue. My full name has been mentioned, and I've been brought in. But I do believe it's something in the area of about 5 years or so.
So if you've had it for if he has had it for 5 years and the lease was for 5 years, then that should expire by now, right?
I mean, and beyond the 5 years that they've had, I believe there's an extra 5 years or so.
Okay.
So in total, I believe it's about a 10-year lease or so.
10-year lease.
But I cannot be held to that. Like I said, I'm not privy.
Very well, that's fine. So if it's for 10, the date may not, the number of years, you are not certain. Let's leave it there. You said he leased it from the traditional authority, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when the traditional authority was
managed by the National Council and I believe they have some sort of management committee that they use to manage their affairs. Not only the side of the La Pleasure Beach, but the side of the La Palm also. What's the commercial every Sunday, every weekend people go to.
Let me just get a few follow-ups. Okay. This property that he has leased for 5 to 10 years, where is it situated? Can you describe it for people who don't know the Labadi Beach?
So everybody who has been to the hotel, Labadi Beach Hotel, they have the main entrance that comes across, from their front entrance. Now, towards the rear of the hotel, they have, I think there's a spa there, and they have a small gate, a back gate that leads to the beach. On that side, they have roped off or fenced off a small section where people on the beach or people that are residents at the hotel can access the hotel. Like I said, if you even pull this up on Google Maps right now, pick up your phone, pull out Google Maps, you will see very clearly where Polo Beach sits and very clearly where the La Pleasure Beach sits and where clearly Labadi Beach has its clear hotel front. You see several umbrellas, several hotels. There's a Bliss Beach Club. There's Vienna City Beach. There is Red Butterfly Sports Bar. There's several establishments there. Why do you pull us?
So if
establishment has stolen the land.
If I stood at the small gate of Labadi Beach Hotel behind the hotel, which is supposed to face the beach, would your brother's property be between my position and the sea, or it will be on my left side or on my right side?
If the hotel is behind you,
yes, and I'm facing the beach,
to be left, to be on the left. Let's say if you are standing right at the gate from the hotel to the beach access.
Okay, so
the beach club will be left, and then the other things like the La Pleasure Beach, other venues, Madame Butterfly, Bliss Club are all on your right.
Okay, so you are saying tonight that the full acreage of land that is called the Labadi Beach Hotel from east to west extends all the way into the sea. There's no obstruction, which is your brother's property in the middle.
East to west, you have to be very clear.
East to west means I'm driving from Accra going to Nungwa. There's a boundary that Labadi Beach Hotel starts from. From that boundary all the way to the eastern boundary before the Kweshi Lagoon. Yeah. If you were to if you were plotting Labadi Beach Hotel, naturally hold on a second. Naturally, you're expecting that the way the frontage of the hotel is in front of the road, the back should also extend all the way to the sea. You are saying just a quick question. Are you saying that full length of beachfront that is supposed to be for the hotel still belongs to the hotel, and that you have not hived off part of it, or your brother has not hived off part of it as is being claimed?
It's a very easy question to answer. One, the hotel never owned that entire beachfront. Currently, as you ask that question, you go there are commercial ventures, numerous, all over that beachfront. The hotel only ever had a limited aspect of it. I don't know what size you are talking about, but very clear. They themselves have roped it off and demarcated it with their own rope and chairs. And they themselves lease from the management and pay atonement to them for the use of it. So unless you are saying that Labadi Beach Hotel in some way has owned that beachfront and is the one renting it to all the other business ventures that have been on the beach since time immemorial. Because the hotel themselves have their land clear.
And they have a beach front, and they have a beachfront.
Yes, and that beachfront is still there. Nobody has touched an inch of their beachfront, what they have had from the beginning of time.
Okay.
What has been developed by several other people, we are only one of.
Okay.
Has been commercial ventures along the beach.
From the day,
Laboma,
I think Laboma is way across the lagoon.
No, it's right across the estuary. You can even see from where we are.
No, there's a lagoon dividing so Laboma may not even come. The Kweshi lagoon comes between. So let's not even go to Laboma. I know that.
If you are coming from the lagoon,
yes,
you are coming from the lagoon.
Yes,
you will see several other establishments. They are like a few built with thatched roofs. There is one and several beer bars. Like I said, pull up your phone right now and bring up Labadi Beach on Google Maps. You will still see them there. So are they saying that we own all those buildings that are sitting in front of the beach?
Since your brother took over this property, has Labadi Beach Hotel complained either by writing or verbally to you in any way that you have taken their land?
How? Of course they haven't, at least not to my knowledge. I cannot speak as to what letters of correspondence they might have sent, but to my knowledge, they haven't. Why? Because it is not their property. Land you can't carry away.
Okay.
If it was theirs, go to court.
Okay.
Their courts are there for this exact recourse.
Is it true? Is it
taking your land?
Okay. Is it true? Is it true that in the beginning there was an arrangement where your patrons entered your property using the front doors of the hotel?
I'm glad you've asked this question.
Is that true?
We are businessmen. We've been doing business. It's not today. So even at the beyond Labadi, at La Palm itself, there's an event space there called Upfest, where I believe last year or a year before, Black Sheriff had a huge concert there. That was my company as well. We've done several things along that beachfront. Now, as it stands, when we started the Polo Beach Club, we thought it prudent. There's a hotel here. We are doing an event space. People are coming from abroad. We do events. We even had the after party for the Afrofuture concert at the same venue. It makes sense for us to partner with the hotel. People can lodge at the hotel gets extra revenue, they get people coming there, they give us discounted rates on people who might be visiting Polo Beach Club. We had a whole lovely partnership. They supplied, I believe at the time, even the food. So they supplied the food, we supplied the drinks. We had a very nice symbiotic relationship. They all of a sudden decided that, no, they wanted to take a large, I don't even believe that they wanted to take a larger share. They wanted to take the entire share. I think they offered us a token amount in return for taking the whole beach, including the asset that we had built. We wrote back to them and said, oh, sorry, on which part of the world does this make sense? One, I believe that their assumption and why they made that move was they were under the false assumption that they owned the beach. After making that attempt, we decided that, look, if this is your posture, that you can get up tomorrow and decide that you are closing your front gate, which for the last few years has been of benefit to both parties. Let us also talk to the owners of the beach and let them give us our own access. The owners then gave us a different access, which we invested in. It wasn't a thoroughfare. It wasn't a road. Mm-hmm. We built a whole sea defense. We filled the place, made a parking for a few hundred vehicles at our cost.
Okay, very well.
Still, the public gets to use that entrance. Today, the public gets to use that entrance. We did that whole investment. We don't charge for it.
Okay.
So if the hotel felt that we have taken their entrance of their land, say, how can that happen? How do you go to somebody's house and just go and take off their land?
Very well.
Did we carry it to our home? I mean, it is so preposterous that a learned gentleman like Ablakwa himself will come and fix such utter rubbish.
No, don't use that one. He's a member of parliament. He has,
it's unfair.
and
it's unfair that look, you drag our good name. I've been my reputation
are you going to sue him?
For a long time.
Will you sue him? You have just.
Oh, by the middle of next week, you will hear from our lawyers very strongly.
Thank you.
And in different parties, mind you, sir, he has mentioned 3 different individuals. So you should be careful. Now, not only that, the current case you mentioned with the Lloyd Deborah's gentleman, who, like I said, is a nefarious young man. Who should not come out of any...
Don't use those adjectives. Let's leave the conversation. I think you've explained that position. Let's let it go.
Let me say this.
Yes.
Let me say
quickly,
the
please.
issue is in court. Then you come on public forum, on X, and release court documents, something that is in court. In court, ongoing proceedings. Do you not know that is contempt? You bring ongoing proceedings to get the court documents from your own affiliate chambers. I don't know if his wife owns it or whatever the case, and bring it to public forum. Aren't you prejudicing the whole case?
Very well.
Is that how we operate?
Let's leave it
we
here.
have law in the country.
Let's leave it here. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you so much for your call. I appreciate it. And like I said, we will see him in court very, very shortly. And then he can defend.
We'll be there to report on it. That's Kwame Blay, his son of Freddie Blay, the former chairman of the New Patriotic Party. For the records, Kwame Blay is not the owner